Hey guys, it's Tony, and we're back on the bench. And this evening, we're going to be getting into doing another spinning reel reassembly service here. So we're looking at another Shakespeare combo. This is the GX250. Okay, yeah, it came off of an ugly stick. It's a combo reel, right? So it's attached to the rod. When you purchase it, typically. Okay, this reel didn't have too many problems. It had a little bit of cosmetic issues, a little bit of rust damage. Not too bad, considering its age and what it's been through, but it had a lot of bearing noise, a terrible, terrible ball bearing noise. And so it's a 3-ball bearing design, and you can't really hear it too well. But when we spin this around, you can hear those bearings, just how rough they are. And if you were spinning it like I am right now, you could feel, it's like gritty sandpaper, okay? So these two bearings definitely have to be swapped out. So I went ahead online and ordered 2 new ones from Boca Bearing right here. Okay, these actually do have a shield, a protective shield on them, whereas these are completely exposed. Okay, but we want to, go in and, just talk about all the steps of, reassembling this reel. And while we're at it, we're going to be changing out these ball bearings here. So we're going to start with, we've cleaned up this housing really well. We've taken some WD-40 to a lot of these parts. They've been soaking for a little bit here. And, we're just going to, double check everything and make sure that, we got all of our grit and dirt and stuff out of, these gear teeth here. Because, typically, a lot of things get caught up in here, and that really impedes the operation. Okay. And then when you're ready, you're going to take some reel grease. In this case, we're using Penn Precision Blue Grease. And we're going to put a little bit of that on those gear teeth, just like so. Okay. And then we're going to go out with the old and in with the new. We're going to take one of our new bearings here. Okay. Now make note that these are shielded, okay, but these are serviceable. You can take the C-ring out, okay, and I've got separate videos on how to do that process. It's not necessary in this case because these are brand new. However, I am going to go over these just with a light bead of oil, okay, as well as on the outer housing here just a little bit, and that's going to prevent any rust damage. Okay, we're going to start with that one. Okay. And then we've got our roller bushing here, if you will. Okay, and we've cleaned it up the best that we can. Now, you do not need to lubricate these very much, but I don't mind just doing a light film of grease on this collar here. Okay, and that will prevent any rust damage to those rollers, because that's just something that has a tendency to happen. Okay, so we're going to put that in. Okay, and then these washers, all have to kind of go in sequence, more or less. Okay, but we've cleaned up these rollers here the best that we can. All right, they're really not in too bad a shape. They're kind of hard to see here. Okay, but we're going to slide that back over that collar like so. Okay, and then out with the other bearing, in with the new. Same deal. A little bit of reel oil. This is a Real X bottle, but it's actually Penn Precision oil in it. I really like the needle tip on these Real X bottles. I need to get some more Real X oil. All right. So that's our bearing assembly right there. It's really not too difficult. Okay. And then when you're ready, you're going to want to place this back in position like so. All right, so it rests like that. Now, we've got this piece here that needs to go on next, okay? And what you need to do is you got to line up these studs that stick out and place them back in the 2 holes there. And there's a little bit of a song and a dance to this. But you have to get the notches lined up as well, okay? So just take your time getting that situated, and then you turn and get those studs lined up and then press down. All right, and then we've got 4 holes with 4 screws. Okay, and I don't mind doing just a little bead of oil on these. This reel, when it came to me, it needed a lot of cleaning. And so we just took the time to clean it up the best that we can. Okay, and then we're going to spin these screws back up here. But yeah, changing out ball bearings is just kind of it's a great thing to do if your pocketbook can swing it, and if the reel is worth anything to you, that's another topic that comes up. People will say, well, this is just a combo reel. Why are you going to put all that money into it? Well, we're not putting too much money into it. I'd say for those two bearings alone, I think it was about maybe $15, give or take a little. So, we're not dumping a bunch of money into it. I would not put ceramic bearings in this unless you just really do not want to have to worry about ever servicing those bearings. I do this kind of work all the time, so that's not a problem for me. But for somebody else that doesn't even want to, look at that kind of stuff, ceramics might be a better way to go, but they are quite expensive. Okay, so now I've got all that out of the way. All right, so then we've got, some other pieces and parts here that we need to account for here. So we've got our main shaft. We did clean this up with some steel wool. It does have a little bit of pitting, a little bit of rust in there. Okay, and then we've got all these pieces here. All right, and I haven't actually gotten around to cleaning all these out entirely yet, but we just want to take some old grease off of here. Okay. It's really not in that bad a shape though, really. And then we're just gonna take a toothbrush here and get any of that old grease out. And then same thing here with our crosswind gear. And block. And then we got a set screw here. I'm going to put this off to the side. Okay, so we're going to start here, all right, with this crosswind block. And we're going to do a little bit of grease underneath here, like such. And a little bit here on top, on that roller stud. And we're going to get a little bit in these gear teeth here. Okay, we're going to set that down into position, just like that. Okay, and then we've got our block. And we want to do a little bit of blue grease here underneath. A little bit here on the sides as well. And we're going to place that into position just like that. Okay, and then this is the part where I like to double check. Not all reels are created equal. In this particular case, you have to get this side plate back on before you attach your rotor. For other spinning reels, it might be the reverse process. Okay, so just make note of how you took it apart. And I do have a separate video on how to take this particular model apart. You can check that out on the YouTube channel. Okay, so we're going to go in with the blue grease here. But yeah, this day and age, this is a pretty common combo model. You find them attached to the Ugly Stik GX2s primarily. And I think those are still floating around out there a little bit. So just a little bit of grease there. Now we're going to start this, but we're not going to send it all the way through just yet because we need to get our gear back into position here. So make note you've got this nylon plastic bushing here. Okay. And then we're going to go in with some more blue grease. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of bearing replacements lately. What I like to do typically when conditions permit themselves properly is I like to set aside reels that need ball bearings and then do a big order of a handful of them all at once. And so I got bearings for like 3 different reels basically recently because it's just a lot better on on shipping. That way you just get combined shipping for the order, and it's just a much better way to go. We're just going to get a little bit of grease mixed up here as well. Okay, and then we're going to place that back into position gently, and we're going to mesh up those gear teeth, and then we can slide down with our block. And of course it's not quite in the right position as I thought it was. Now we're going to have to pull this back out for a second here. There we go. And line up your holes down here, like so, there. And then it doesn't hurt to just do a little bead of real oil there, I find. And then you got your small set screw that has to go into place there. Okay. So should be ready to put your side plate back on. We're just gonna run over this once more with a Q-tip and clean out any old grease out of there. Okay. Go back like that. And then we're just gonna do a little bead of oil on these 4 screws here. And we're gonna get those back in. Got the one hiding up here in the corner. And the one down here. One here. And here. Okay. So now we're ready to have a look at our rotor here. Okay, it's in good shape. We've cleaned it up. We're going to do a little oil here. And we're also going to do a little oil here and here on these bail seams. Make sure that works its way in there. You can see the damage here, this metal flaking that happens, with these cheaper metals, that come, associated with these reels. Okay, it's not really uncommon. It doesn't hurt to hit that with a little bit of WD-40 typically. And then we're also going to check our line roller while we're here. Yeah, this is a reel I picked up cheap actually, and I might actually take this reel out and use it a little bit because it's not really a bad reel as far as combo reels go. Okay, so you've got a plastic bushing, okay, and then you got your roller. Okay, it doesn't hurt just to do a little bit of oil here. Just a little bit there, a little bit on that thread there. And that'll help keep that intact, and then you've got a thin plastic washer that needs to go back on there. Okay. Now we're going to slip this back over like so. Okay. And go back with our rotor washer and nut here. And this is a reverse thread, mind you. It's an 11 millimeter. Or I thought it was an 11 millimeter. Maybe it's a 12. Yeah, it's a 12. The last Shakespeare model I worked on was the 11. Okay. Snug that up gently. Don't over tighten it. Okay. That's spinning real nice and freely as it should. Okay, and then we've got these washers here. Okay, you want to clean these off, and you want to make sure that they go back in the same order. Okay, in this case, there's a metal washer, which I believe was underneath the clicker ratchet, if I recall correctly. And then the clicker ratchet, and then a plastic shim on top. I could be wrong on that. If not, then the metal washer goes on top. But we're going to find out in a little bit. Okay. Now, before we get too far along, though, let's talk about our drag stack here. This is one of the reasons why I think this combo reel is not too bad of a combo reel, because they've really enlarged the diameter of these drag stacks over the years. They used to be very small. Okay. I don't mind cleaning all these off and then just hitting them with a light bead of real oil. Okay, just the tiniest little bead. You don't need to do a lot. Okay, make sure you clean all this out the best that you can. Okay, and then go back the reverse order. Keyed washer goes there. Okay, and then we got our snap ring. Nice easy snap ring. And we're going to go back on there like such. I think that's working pretty good. We're going to put our top cap back on. We're going to spin that up. Back that off for right now. Okay, and then we've got our handle. Okay, we're just going to go with a little bit of blue grease on the handle here. Okay, like such. I also don't mind doing just a little real oil here on the handle, seeing that prevents chatter and stuff like that. A little bit of real oil on those threads. I'll spin that up. And then last but not least, we've got this protective cap that goes down here at the base. There's a little tiny screw here. Okay. And we're just going to do a little bit of real oil. I really like doing just a small amount of real oil on most screw threads in general, really, but especially when it comes to any marine equipment, anything that's going to be exposed to the elements, especially salt water. Okay. Okay. We're going to have a look here. Just dry it off here. We're going to see. Yeah, it's quite a bit nicer than it was. Quite a bit smoother for sure. So that's good. And this is one of the models that does not have an anti-reverse, mind you. Okay. Make sure our bail's firing good. Yep. Real nice, smooth. And then our drag should be working real nicely now as well. Yep. Make sure you back it off when you're not using the reel. So there you have it. That is the complete reassembly of the Shakespeare combo reel GX250. And this one's all ready to go. And thanks again for watching. This is Tony with Back on the Bench. If you liked the video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more, please make sure you do subscribe and hit the notification button. That way you will get all the updates as to when there are new videos being posted. And there's going to be quite a few more coming out shortly. So make sure you stay tuned for those, and we'll see you next time.